Good day, everyone. This is Jenny Blender Navas, and I will be discussing relations in Digraph. So, for this chapter, we will try to cover the following topics. We start with partition sets up to partially ordered sets or posets. Daghan siya, although compressed topics na, per daghan gihapon, but I'll try to present the topics as simple as possible. So, let's begin. As a brief introduction, this chapter presents the concept of binary relation. So, binary relation, from the word itself, binary, it implies relationships or relationship of two objects. So, let's start with the first topic, the product sets and partitions. Product sets, or the Cartesian product, is the set of all ordered pairs AB with A as an element of the set A and B as the element of the set B. Dali ra, right? Kaya review naman lang siya. Now let's proceed to partition set. So partition sets or quotient set of non-empty set A is a collection P of non-empty subsets of A, such that each element of A belongs to one of the sets in P, or partition set. Second, if A sub 1 and A sub 2 are distinct elements of P, then A sub 1 intersected with A sub 2 must be empty. Klaro ba to? To simplify, when we talk about partition set, we have two criteria. We will consider a set as a partition set if mo-qualify siya sa duha ka criteria given sa previous definition. First, dapat ang union sa iyang mga subsets mo-equate to A. That's number 1. Second, ang intersection pod sa iyang mga subsets dapat 0 or null or empty. So graphically, ang partition set mura siya kaning nasa figure 1. No, given the universal set A, naa siya yung mga partitions mo na iyang mga subsets. So para mas klaro, let's have an example. So example number 1. Let A having the given set of elements from the letters A through H, and consider the following subsets of A. Now, your task is to find P, or the partition set of A. In short, asa aning 5 ka subsets ti A ang mo-qualify sa duha ka criteria. So let's solve example number 1. So given the set A and its subsets, we will try to solve. Pangitaon na to kung asa ani nga mga subsets from A sub 1 to A sub 5 ang makonsider nga partition set. Okay, so let's try A sub 1 and A sub 2, the set containing the subsets A sub 1 and A sub 2. Karon, if we try to check on the criteria, this set is not a partition of A since its intersection is not empty. Nga naman, because elements A and C, makita man siya sa duha ka sets. Try to look at A sub 1. We have A, B, C, and D as its elements. check subset A sub 2. We have A, C, E, F, G, H. So, na ay common sa ila. Makita kay subset A sub 1 si A. At the same time, makita po si A sa PCAS subset. So, kana pa lang, ma-disqualify na siya sa giset na criteria. So, in short, dili gid siya partition set ni A. Kay wala man siya ni qualify sa isa pa lang ka criteria. Another set, A sub 1 and A sub 5. Karon, it's not a partition daw since ang union daw ni A sub 1 and A sub 5 do not equate to A. Since the elements E and G are missing. Klaro? Let's check A sub 1. We have A, B, C, and D. So, kulang og E, F, G, H. So, karon, si A sub 5, unsay sulod ni A sub 5? We only have elements F and H. So, asa si E o si G? So, for the union nga criteria, wala na siya ning qualify. So, meaning, this set containing A sub 1 and A sub 5 is not a partition set. So, the correct answer, we have actually two. So, karon, first, let's check A sub 3, A sub 4, and A sub 5. Partition set, bagid ka ni siya. So, let's try the first criteria. So, daw tong first criteria, ang union daw sa duha ka sets mo equate to A. So, mo equate ba? Let's go back. So, let's try A sub 3. A sub 3 has the elements A, C, E, and G. So, kulang og B, D, F, and H. So, makita ba nato na sa duha ka subsets nga makita nato sa set, sa partition set? So, let's check A sub 4. Unsay content ni A sub 4? So, naa siya B and D, which is tinuod nga kulang, muna siya ang kulang dito sa A sub 3 nga set. Let's check A sub 5 with contents F and H. So, if kung kuhaan ba nato sila og union, ma-equate ba siya kay A? So, let's check. So, A sub 3, A, si B naa dinhi, si C naa dinhi, sunod D, ang E naa dinhi, ang F na kay A sub 5, ang G na kay A sub 3, and then ang H na kay A sub 5. So, it's obvious that the union of the three subsets equates to A. Karon, the next question, ang second criteria, ang intersection ba atong tulo ka subsets empty or zero or wala? Wala sila intersection. Let's check. A sub 3, we only have 4 elements. Kani ba nga mga elements makita sa A sub 4 and A sub 5? Wala. So, the subsets A sub 3, 4, and 5, wala sila common nga element. So, meaning, ang ilang intersection is null. Okay. So, if mo-qualify siya sa duha ka criteria, meaning, the given set containing A sub 3, A sub 4, and A sub 5 is a partition of A. Karon, let's check the other answer. Let's check A sub 2 and A sub 4. Is it a partition set of A? So again, let's check kung ang union ba nila mo equate ba kay A. The answer is yes. Ang ila bang intersection? Empty? Yes. So therefore, partition set containing A sub 2 and A sub 4 is a partition set of A. So, inguna na lang siya. No? Sayonara, right? Okay, let's have another example. Okay. Example number 2. We let A to have the following elements. The numbers 1 through 10. And we let the following subsets A1 to A7. So again, your task is to find the partition set. So asa ani nga mga subsets ang qualify sa duha ka criteria. Nanay answer? So for this problem, for example number 2, we found 3 correct answers or 3 partition sets. So we have the set containing subsets A sub 1, 6, and 5. So dili na nako isa-isahon ha. Kamunay mo tanaw danhi isa-isa. So another set, A sub 2, A sub 3, and A sub 5, partition set pud ko na siya because again, the union of these sets equates to A. And ang ilahang intersection is empty. Same goes with the last partition set containing 4 subsets of A. So, iyon na lang siya. First, you check the union of those subsets. Dapat ma-equate siya sa given nga set. And then, ang ilang intersection dapat empty. So, kana lang. So, kung isa sa mga criteria, ang partition set or ang set gani dili mo qualify sa duha ka criteria or bisag isa lang sa mga criteria, meaning dili na siya partition set. Okay, so dapat ang duha ka criteria ang iyang ma-satisfy. Otherwise, dili na siya partition set. So, simple. Simple ba? Simple ra. Okay. Now, let's proceed to the next topic. So, okay na ta sa product sets and partitions. Let's proceed to relations and digraph. So, unsay gid dining relation or relasyon. So, dili lang ni siya uyab-uyab, no? So, daghay klase sa relasyon. So, mathematically, by definition, a binary relation is simply a subset of the Cartesian product of two given sets. No? Sa kining case, this is sets x and y. So it's simply x cross y. So, kung posible nga subsets niya, that could be our relation. Okay? So, ano lang, subset lang siya sa Cartesian product. So now, let's have an example para ma-imagine. So, example number 1. Let A and B be sets of real numbers. We define the following relation from A to B. So, yun ani. A is related to B if and only if A is equal to B. So, in short, naa lang sila'y relasyon duha ang duha ka elements kung pareho sila og value. So, muna siya. You need to find R, or the relation. So, solution, based on the given criteria, we may have the given relation. So, this relation having 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, natay 4 elements. So, the ordered pairs 1, 1, 3, 3, -1, -1, and -6, and -6. So, klaro ba? Qualify ba siya sa given criteria? Ang first element sa ordered pair daw is related sa second element kung pareho sila og value. So notice, ang contents or ang ordered pair sa atong relation, klaro ba nga equal ba sila? So obvious man daw nga equal sila. No? Kay A is equal to B man daw. So, karon, napapailaing answer? Or kana ra gyud? Okay. So, we may have different answers, but the criteria is the same. So, question, ma'am, lahi ako answer, dili ingon ana, pero ako gisunod ang criteria. So, okay ra. No? So, lahi-lahi tawag answer as long as tanaw lang nato ang mga ordered pairs nga equal silang duha, ang first ug ang second. No? Besides, in terms sa elements ni sets A and B, infinity man na siya taman kay the set of real numbers man. So, we could have any number dyan. Okay? Another question, ma'am, pwede duha ra ka elements ang sulod sa relation? Answer is yes. As long as wala gi-specify sa problem to show specific number of elements, okay ra gyud duha basta subset siya sa Cartesian product sa duha ka sets. Okay? Klaro? So let's proceed to example number 2. Okay. We let A having 4 elements. So, muna na siya equal daw sila si sets A and B. And R is defined as follows. So, karon, A is related to B if and only if A is less than B. Klaro ang criteria? So, dapat mas gamay ang first element sa ordered pair kaysa sa second element. So, based on the given criteria, we have the relation containing 6 elements or 6 ordered pairs only. So to check, notice that each of the ordered pairs, tanawon nimo, ang first element is always mas gamay kaysa second element sa ordered pair. Why? Because mo na giset sa problem. Mo na giset na criteria dito sa problem. Okay? Klaro? So, yun, ana lang siya kasayon. No? So, aside from tabular representation, katong lista-lista bitaw, katong ipakita ang mga elements ni R, sama ani. Okay. So, aside ana, relations can also be represented through a digraph or directed graph, or we call it digraph of R or digraph of the relation. And also, pwede po siya ma-represent as a matrix or matrix of R, or matrix of the relation. So karon, nag-mention ta og digraph. Unsa din ang digraph? So it's just a pictorial representation of the relation. Nga gamit mga vertex or vertices and directed lines we call edges. So kung tanawon nimo na ay mga lines dinha nga na ay mga arrows, meaning it's directed, kabalo ka asa gikan ug asa padulong, no, kay na may arrows, maklaro siya, mo nang gitawag nga directed. So karon, usa pod ang matrix, mo-represent po daw nato si relations as a matrix. So binary matrix of a relation is just a rectangular array of numbers representing relationships between the elements. Meaning, to represent a relationship, butangan na to siya 1. Kung walay relasyon, 0. Kung naa, 1. So, ginana lang. So, matrix man, we enclose it with a bracket. Okay. So, how do we represent relations using a graph or a matrix? So, let's start with the digraph. So, example. We let A having the elements 1, 2, 3, and 4, and relations or R having the following elements. Pila ka buk elements? We have 2, 4, 6, 8. So, given na siya, watay mahimo. Okay. And the digraph of R is shown in figure 3. So, giunsa siya? Yun sa tuod na. So, notice the elements of A. We have upat. So, sa ato pong digraph, makakita po ta og upat ka vertices. So, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, the number of vertices depends on the number of elements of the given set. So, karon, the directed line or the edges are based on the given ordered pairs. The first element of the ordered pair is our domain, and this second one is the range. So, sa range naka-point atong edge or kanang arrow. So, maklaro raman ang arrow, no? So, let's trace. Okay. So, from the given relation, we have 1 is related to 1 or 1, 1. Makita ba nato na sa digraph? Naabay 1, 1. Naabay arrow or naabay edge nga naka-point kay vertex 1. So, klaro. We have a cycle here. Do we have 1, 2? Nabatay line coming out from vertex 1 padulong kay vertex 2. So, klaro na no? So, kani nga edge. Next, do we have 2, 1? Maklaro ba sa ato ang digraph nga na 2, 1? So, maklaro kay na arrow din hi. So, iyon ana lang siya. No? Hangtod sa 4, 1. So, from 4, magbaliktad man ni. Dapat 1, 4. 2, 4. Okay, no, tama pala. So, we have 4, 1. Sakto day. So, iyon ana lang siya. Okay? Utangan din ni mo edge, kanang line with an arrow. Klaro? Next example. Example number 2. So again, we have A having 4 elements. So ang ato pong digraph dan hingapita naputay upat ka vertices. Okay? And the edges are based on the given R, the given relation. So ang 1, 1 naputa din hi. Ang 1, 3 naputay edge from 1 padulong to 3. Naputay 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, a cycle, The same with 1, 1. And then we have 4, 3. Say, wala na lang. Sayonara. Tama? Okay. So, we have additional digraph concepts, no? We have the in degree and out degree. So, when we say in degree, it refers to the number of edges terminating at the vertex. In short, pila ka buok arrows ang nakapoint ana nga vertex. That's in degree. Okay? Ang out degree is the number of edges leaving the vertex. Or simply, gikan ana nga vertex, pila ka buok line ang ninghawa ana niya. So, muna siya ang out degree. So, dali ra, mag-count lang man ta. Okay? So, karon. Let's go back to example number 1. So, let's see or let's count the in degrees of the vertices 1 through 4. So, for vertex 1, relative to the given relation, so si 1, pila ka buok ang iyahang in degree or the number of arrows pointing vertex 1. So, obviously, we have 1, 2, and 3. So, muna in degree ni 1. For vertex 2, ang in degree niya, we have 2. For vertex 3, we only have 1. For vertex 4, ang iyang in degree is na ay 2. For the out degree, for vertex 1, we have 1, 2. Natay 2 ka buok out degree. Meaning, katong line, hawa ana nga vertex. Okay? For vertex number 2 or vertex 2, how many edges ang ninghawa sa iya? So, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, muna out degree ni vertex 2. Vertex 3 has 1 out degree. Vertex 4, the same. We only have 1. So, for example number 2, let's count the in and out degrees. For vertex 1, in degree, we have 2. 1. That's in degree. Ang out degree, natay 2. For vertex 2, natay isa ka in degree, napatay isa ka out degree. For vertex 3, we have 3 or 4 sa in degree. Ila to? 4 ka in degree. And then, ila ka out degree? We only have 2. For vertex 4, ang in degree niya, 0. Kaya wala may nag-point sa iya. Ang out degree for vertex 4 is 1. So, yun, ana lang siya kasayon. Mag-count lang ta sa mga edges nga ninghawa or sa mga arrows nga nag-point sa ato ang vertices. So, next. Okay na ta sa digraph. Let's proceed to the matrix representation of a relation. Now, how do we represent relations using a matrix? Example. We let A having the 4 elements and R, given R, so muna siya. The matrix of the relation is reflected. So, as mentioned kanina, kung naay relasyon si first element sa second element or ang duha ka elements, we indicate it with 1. Kung wala, 0. So karon, giunsa man ni siya? Kabalo naman tag matrix, no? Or matrices. Sige. So we have AA. So mo pa na siya dinhi. Anong zero man ni siya? Okay, let's simplify. Imagine nga imong matrix na ay mga labels ana sa babaw. So asa man nagikan si A, B, C, and D? So gikan na dinhi sa imong given set. So this is your range. This is your domain. Dinhing dapita ka ng blue. That's your domain. The red ones are your range. So imaginary lang na siya din no? Dili na siya dapat makita once you submit your answer. So karon, sa imong relation, indicate na pud nato dinhi asa ang domain o asa ang range. So karon, AA. So si AA, asa man nga intersection dapita? So mo siya si 1. Karon, naa ba tayo makita nga A ug B? Or A related to B? So sa given relation wala. So sa ilahang intersection po duha, makita po nimo nga 0. Kaya wala man sila intersection o dili man ka makakita og ordered pair AB sa given your relation. Karon, na ba tayo makita nga AC or is A related to C? So based sa relation, wala tayo makita nga A related to C. Wanang 0 siya. Na ba tayo A related to D? Wala gihapon. So notice, kanang mga 1 din ha, kanang mga 1s din ha, based ra na dinhi sa given nga relation. So kung naa gani siya dinhi sa R, sa given relation, makita po na sa matrix kay indicate man na siya og 1. So karon, let's check kani mga 1s. Unsa man ning intersection? That's B related to B. So naa na siya dinhi wala. Naa. How about this? Nabatay CA or C is related to A? Naa. Given siya. Is C related to B? 1 dinhi. Naa ba siya dinhi? Na ay CB. Do we have C, C? Or C is related to itself? So naapod siya. How about D related to B? 1 man siya dinhi. So, na siya dinhi given siya. And then D, D. So, makita siya. So, in this case, since isa lang man kaset ang given, we only have kani. R is a subset of the Cartesian product of A and A or A cross A. So, yun ana siya. So, another example is the matrix representation sa relation. So, kani. So, we have the given set A with elements 1 through 4 and then CR. So, karon again, kaning mga 1s dinhi, 1 ang nakabutang din ha, tungod kay makita man siya sa given nga relation. So, naay 1, 1. So, imagine naay 1 dinhi, napoy 1 diri sa babaw. So, 1, 1. Intersection niya, so we indicate 1. Kay present man siya dinhi sa given relation. So, 1, 3. Napod siya. Na kay 1 is related to 3. So, mo ng 1. We also have 2, 3. Asa man si 2? Kung si 1 dinhi, si 2 dinhi, so na kay 2, 3. So, mo ni siya dinhi. And then 3, 2, 3, 3, and then 4, 3. So, ano lang siya. Sa'yo na ra ba? Paspas ra ba? Hinay na ganita. We have 35 minutes na for 27 slides. 30 di ay. So, questions. Any questions or clarifications? So you may save those and we will answer it during our Zoom Cloud meeting soon. I will announce the specifics at our GC kung kanus ata mag-meet online so that I can address your questions. No, kung naglibog, I will explain or basig na classmate yung gusto mo explain sa iyahang classmates report. No? So, lista lang sa ang mga questions. So, now, we will proceed to the next topic. Okay na ta sa first two topics, no? Product sets and partitions, and then relations and digraph. We will now have the properties of relations, which I opted to have a separate lecture video. Kay taas na siya. So, 30 plus minutes na ta. So, I will upload the next lecture video soon. So, thank you, and this topic is to be continued.